welcome back to the channel. Today I will be making chicken and dumpling. So first thing I'm going to do, I already washed my chicken, clean my chicken and everything. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make my own broth. So this is a whole chicken. I already cut it up and bones in. So once I get through boiling, I'm going to take the bones out, skin off, and shred this chicken once it cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this chicken to the pot. I'm putting the chicken leg, chicken thigh, this is the backbone of the chicken, and I'm just going in like that. So next I'm just going to use a whole onion because I'm filling my stock up. I'm putting in a half of a bell pepper here. So I'm just breaking them up. And once this cook, I'm going to strain this stuff off anyway, so I'm not going to use none of the vegetables. And I'm going to go in and put these are celery right here. And then I'm just going to chop up a few carrots in it. So this is a half of a carrot. So I'm bringing this back. I'm wash my hands right quick. So now we're finna get ready to season this chicken up, our broth. This is chicken powder here, and you know, you can go in with about 3 cubes of chicken bouillon or the powder. So I'm going in with about 3 teaspoons right now. So you might get away with about maybe 2 full tablespoons or so. So, all right, then I'm gonna go in with maybe 1 or 2 bay leaves here. And I got one more spice to get out. I'm going in with a little black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder here. I'm going in with a little smoked paprika, just a little bit. Maybe a teaspoon or about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Okay, I'm going in with Sylvia's Secret Season, and I got this from Drug Emporia. It's nothing but bay leaves, oregano, and thyme in this blend right here. Nothing much. So I'm going in with this right here. A few pepper flakes, just maybe a half a teaspoon. Now you can omit this if you want to. And now I'm going in with about a half a teaspoon of ground thyme. Right now this is 8 cups of water. And hopefully I don't spill it on the table. And that's to cover my chicken and make my broth here. So right now I'm finna let this cook for about maybe 40 minutes until this chicken is real tender. So once I put this on the stove, wash my hands, we're gonna come back and chop the vegetables up. Yeah, we're finna get ready and chop out vegetables while the chicken cooks over there. So this is when you come in and do this right here. So I'm chopping a whole onion up here. And I'm going to dice this up pretty good. Transfer this to the bowl. So next I'm going to come in with about, maybe you can go away with 3 stalks of celery here. And I'm going with 4 because these are like baby celeries. Remember, we're going to saute this once our broth and stuff get done. So I'm putting that right there. 2 carrots here. Now you can get away using 3. So I'm just doing this. Now you can dice them, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, y'all can do it like this if y'all like. You know, just split it down the middle. Watch your hands. And you can come in and dice them up like this. Alright, we're going to mince 3 cloves of garlic. You can get away with 4. So now I'm coming in with a green bell pepper. Now you're going to omit this. You don't have to have this bell pepper in here. So I'm just putting 1 in mine. All right, y'all. I'm finished with the vegetable. I'm finna wash my hands, clean up, and we're finna get ready to move to the stove. We're finna get ready to make the dumpling part. So right now you need like 2 cups of flour here. I'm gonna go ahead and measure this. And pretty much make sure you leave your short and your milk in the refrigerator until you use it. So this is about 2 cups here. And then we're going to set this over here because we're going to use it to put on the countertop when we get ready to make our dough. Teaspoon or a half a teaspoon of baking powder here. So I'm going to put that in there. And then I'll use about, you know, a little bit of salt. Put that in there. So that's about a half a teaspoon of salt. So we're going to stir that around just like that. I'll use about 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. And now I'm going to, let me stir this up. Okay, so now I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of this shortening. I was taught to use shorten in my dumplings, but you can use butter as well. So right now I'm going in about maybe a 1/4 cup. So, and then you know the butter, it have a little water in it. You know, some butter do. So, but like I say, you can use either or. Now you can use a pastry cutter or you can use your hand. So I chose to use my hand. So you're gonna make this almost like you're making biscuits. Okay, make sure all your stuff be cold. Make sure your milk cold, make sure your butter cold. This is what you're looking for right here. It's almost like this meal texture like. Okay y'all, right now you're gonna use 1 cup of milk in this right here. So I'm coming in with 1 cup of milk. And you don't want to over mix this. So you're just coming in doing this. That's what I'm looking for right now. So right now I'm finna go over here to the counter right here. Okay, right now I'm finna put some flour on the board right here. I think I need some more flour in it. Right now I'm finna make this dough workable. So I'm using put a little bit in here to bring it together. So you're gonna fold it in. Now like I said, you don't want to overwork this dough. You see what it's looking like? I'm pretty satisfied with this, and like I said, you don't want to overwork the dough because you don't want your dumplings to be tough. So I'm finna get ready to roll them out right now. Put that on like that, and we finna roll it out. Okay y'all, right now I'm trim some of this up because I'm finna see what I'm looking at right now. You don't have to do this right here what I'm doing. I'm just me. Okay y'all, now we finna make our dumplings. I'm coming in with a strip like this. You see that, Cherie?
Yes.
So now you can cut them into squares. So you're just coming in making a little square, making your dumplings. So I got my dumplings ready. So right now I'm gonna put me a little flour here, and it's gonna stay until I get ready and use them. Okay y'all, right now I'm gonna put my dumplings on this wax paper, so when it's time for me to get ready and move them, to drop them in, and you know they'll be already ready to go. Alright y'all, I'm finna get ready to clean up, and we finna get ready to move to the stove, and we finna get ready to drop these dumplings in a few minutes. I'm finna check this chicken right now, and the reason I cut my chicken up so it can go ahead and cook. Now you can put the whole thing in there if you like, you don't have to cut the chicken up. It's been about maybe 30 minutes to 35 minutes. My chicken is done right now. I'm finna go ahead and take my chicken out and let it cool down while I'm preparing everything else, because we're gonna take the skin off and we're gonna shred this chicken. I have to strain my broth because I'm not gonna use those big pieces of onions and celery that I use. So I'm gonna only use the juice. All right, y'all, we finna get ready and saute these vegetables up. So I'm putting everything in here except my garlic. Right now I'm finna come in and season my vegetables. So I'm coming in with onion powder, garlic powder here. I'm coming in with a little smoked paprika, maybe a teaspoon. Black pepper here. With secret season. And this ain't nothing but oregano, rosemary, and thyme in this. And that's it. A little red pepper flakes. And I'm going to go ahead and add right now a teaspoon of my chicken broth for now. Just a teaspoon for now. So we're going to saute this for about 5 minutes. Because I want my vegetables to get kind of soft here. Alright, we finna add the garlic in here. Some of it I already got in there. So like I said, it's 3 cloves of garlic. So you can let that cook for about a minute or so. Okay y'all, now I'm going to go ahead and go in with a can of unsalted cream of chicken. Now this is a one pot meal really. And like I say, I just saute my vegetables. And that's the way I do it. And if you don't want to do that, you can dump everything in that broth. So I'm doing this. So I'm using 1 can right now. And see this? It say unsalted. That's for the ones that want to control their sodium. You control your sodium now, don't you, Cherie? A little bit. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go in and get a cup of my broth. Go ahead and put this 1 cup of broth in it just to loosen it up some. So now I'm gonna get ready to transfer my mixture to my broth right here. And like I said, you can do this in 1 pan. And like I said, normally I just do mine separate like this. It's up to you how you want to do this. So I'm coming over and I'm bringing this over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and pour this in just like this. So I'm going to let this cook for about maybe 10 minutes or so. I'm going to taste this and see what it tastes like to see if I got enough seasoning in it. Yeah, that's on point. But I'm going to add just a little bit more of my season. So I'm coming back in. And that's why it's good to make your own broth, because you have that rich flavor from the chicken. And it didn't take no more than what, 30 minutes, Cherise? 30 minutes to cook your own chicken. But if you got pressing for time, you know, you ain't got to cook it. But, you know, if you want to do it this way, you'll get the best flavor from the chicken. So I'm eyeballing mine. I'm gonna use about 1.5 cup of cream in here. So now I'm thinking ready to drop these dumplings. And another thing is you don't want to drop these dumplings on top of each other. So right now I'm just gonna do a few of them at a time. And it's best to have one of these pots. They're kind of big at the rim. So right now I'm just doing a few of them at a time. And I wait to add my cornstarch slurry in because I want to see how thick, you know, they're gonna get, you know, after I drop the dumpling in, to see how thick my broth gonna get. So I'm just patting them down, because you don't want them to get to sticking or nothing like that. And that's why when I put my dumplings on a pan or wax paper, I put a little flour on it so it won't stick together. See that? Okay, y'all, I'm finna finish adding these dumplings, and I'm gonna let them cook for about 10 minutes and look in on them, and I'll come right back and show you. So use about 4 cups of broth if you're making a small batch of dumpling. So right now I'm finna come in, I'm finna add my chicken to it. I add the chicken in, so I'm finna let it cook for about another 5 minutes. Now if your broth is a little loose or whatever, you can come in and you can add just a little cornstarch slurry, just like this, just a little bit if you need it. So I'm gonna add a little bit to mine, because I wait, like I said, I wait to see what my dumplings gonna look like. Okay, so another 10 minutes, the dumplings should be ready, and I'll be back with the final product. Y'all, this is the final product of my chicken and dumpling right here. And like I say, remember just to add about 4 cups of broth to the ratio of the dumplings. And if you want to double that batch, you can judge how much broth you want to use. And this is my final product, chicken and dumplings. So it's still a little hot here, the steam. And I got 2 chicken wings that were left over from my boiled chicken, so I'm going to eat that. Alright y'all, I'm finna get ready to try this. I already had some out to let it cool down some. So right now I want to taste these dumplings. They cut very tender. See this?
She got a little hot sauce on there.
Yep, my crystal. See that? They very light. So right now I'm finna taste it. And it's hot. Let's do it. I'm gonna go in with a second bite, because like I said, the broth is where you need to do the foundation there. Now this right here, you can't beat with a stick, and if you try this, you won't go wrong. So that being said, I would like to thank everyone for watching my videos, and please like, share, and comment, and I thank you, and I thank you again.